Can you tell us, with the decisions that have been made today, what the significance of them is to the Royal Navy?
I would describe it as one of those sort of generational decisions. I mean, this confirms the government's intended policy to maintain the Royal Navy as a global force, as indicated by this sort of capability, which is the ability to take air power anywhere around the world that you want, when you want. This is very significant. This is Premier Division stuff, Premier Division decision, so very, very significant. As significant, I might say, as the previous carrier decision the year before I joined the Navy. So these things happen, every half a century.
So you've previously called for further investment into the Royal Navy. Does this amount to the investment that you previously called for?
What I called for, what I was talking about then, was if you want a Premier Division Navy, just like a football team, you've got to have the players, and you have to pay the market force sensibly. And I felt, because the Navy is a technology-based service, in terms of its kit, then we need to put investment in. If you want to be able to do things in 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, you've got to put investment in now. And I think crucially this signals the fact that apart from supporting current operations, which clearly have to be our priority, the government also sees the need, has accepted the need to invest into the future. And that's why this is so important, to make sure that when you're in my position, you've got the Navy that we think we might need. And we're not very good at guessing the future, but a balanced fleet with submarines, amphibious forces, carrier strikes supported by destroyers and frigates and the surveys and everything else, that's what gives you the best hand. That's the best handover I can give you, and the best handover I can give to my relief and his relief and his relief.
So clearly the decision for the new carriers and to keep the bases will cost a large quantity of money. What, if any, sacrifices have been made in order to make these decisions?
Well, I mean, clearly any investment decision will, cost money, and the carriers and the figures around it if you want to see them. But the MOD is constantly deciding where its priority, and clearly it is confirmed today the priority for carriers. And we're always reassessing priorities. I mean, every year, every government department has to look at what it's got, what it needs to do, and decisions can be made. And it's true, since 1968, the frigate and destroyer force of this country has gone down in size. Now, clearly, as the head of the Navy, I would like a bigger one. But in the end, it's about what the priorities are, what the country is prepared to afford. There's lots of calls on public expenditures, as we know. So I'm very happy that these are the key decisions, which is the big boys, the big boy decisions. This is what's been made today. So that's really important. And it's a very important message to our sailors, and our Marines, that we're into proper business for as long as they need worry about. And that should be a very positive message, because I don't know why you joined the Navy, but I know one of the reasons I didn't join the Navy was to become a millionaire. I've joined for, you can't say, service reasons. I just felt a buzz about it. And one of the buzzes that I've got about the Navy is, on the whole, I've gone to sea in ships and with equipment and with people that I'm proud of. And hopefully this sort of decision will make the guys and girls realise, it's worth serving.